Good morning to you, and thank you for being here today. However, you're arriving into this moment, busy, tired, hopeful, or perhaps a bit distracted, you're welcome here, exactly as you are. The divine distraction has always been a space that has been about creating a pause, a small moment to breathe, to reflect, and to let Scripture meet us in the middle of real life. Over time, something has become clear to me in my work as a therapist, as well in my own walk of faith. So often we encounter beautiful wisdom, but it often just stays in our minds. It stays as an idea instead of moving into our hands, our homes, and our daily reactions and decisions. Meaningful change rarely happens in a lightning bolt. It happens in small shifts, small moments of awareness, small choices made differently, small practices repeated over time. And those small shifts quietly change the entire trajectory of our lives. Today I'm introducing a new rhythm we'll begin practicing together called Fast, Pray, Love. It is a journey through 3 stages that I like to call the restoration arc. First, we will deconstruct, and this is our fast. Before we can grow, we have to let go. This means starting with the realization that we are already accepted and loved by God. Not because of what we do, but because of who He is. In this phase, we will fast from the labels and the shame that tell us we aren't enough. We start from a place of safety. Second, we will connect. This is our pray. This is the messy daily process of being transformed. It's where we sit in the presence and let the Spirit renew our minds. It's a progressive work, one day at a time, one prayer at a time. And then third, we apply. This is our love. This is where the internal shift becomes an external ripple. It's the vision of who we are becoming, people who are fully alive, fully restored, and pouring that love back into a broken world. Each week, we will move through these 3 movements. The fast, where we gently fast from one pattern that quietly drains our peace, something many of us carry without even ever realizing it. Maybe it's the fast of comparison or the fast of should statements. We'll pull back the clutter to see our true identity. Then we will invite the prayer. We'll pause with a specific piece of scripture. We won't just read it, we'll breathe it. We will let it settle the nervous system and realign our hearts with the truth. And then finally, we'll practice a small shift by spreading love. This is your clinical homework for the week. It's a tiny action that allows love to ripple outward into your relationships. Not in a dramatic way, but in a steady, faithful way. Because the truth is, the way we think, speak, and move through the world affects the spaces around us. Every interaction carries an energy. Every small shift we make creates a ripple. When we become a little more patient, someone else feels safer. When we choose gratitude, the atmosphere in our home changes. When we speak encouragement, it multiplies. Love moves outward, but that movement begins with the quiet work within us. The scripture that will guide this new beginning comes from Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. If you feel like you have failed at changing in the past, hear this. The Lord isn't waiting for you to be finished. He is just rejoicing that you are beginning. Small beginnings matter. Small shifts matter. And over time, those shifts shape the lives we live and the love we carry into the world. As we begin this new rhythm together, I want to invite you into a simple awareness this week. Just notice. Notice the patterns in your thoughts. Notice the words you repeat to yourself when you make a mistake. Notice the moments where you feel peace and the moments where something inside you tightens. No judgment, just awareness. Because in the restoration arc, awareness is the doorway to change. Realizing you are safe enough to look at your life honestly. Next week, we will begin our first official practice, a gentle fast from a pattern that quietly pulls our attention away from peace. As we close today, I want to leave you with a simple rhythm to carry into your week. Fast from the judgment of your own story. Pray for the presence to see yourself as you truly are, already accepted. And love yourself enough to notice the small shifts that are beginning to happen. Let the small changes we make within ourselves create ripples of love in the lives around us. Remember, you aren't fighting for a new identity. You are living from one. Awareness is the first step of the restoration arc. And you've already begun. Move through this week with awareness, as well as gentleness and grace. I'll see you in a week when our work begins.